Do you need to buy those high-end bikes, the Trek, the Specialized, what have you, from your local bike shop? We've gotten to the point to where ordering a bike like this, that's what everyone calls a budget bike that sells directly to the consumer, is really a no-brainer. Oh yeah. Yeah. This Polygon Siskiu T9 retails for $2,700. And for that price of $2,700, if you were to try and buy a Trek Fuel EX, which has about the same geometry as this bike. Okay, so it actually just occurred to me that I have a Fuel EX7 right here, and I can do a direct side-by-side comparison. Let's get these bikes set up. And I thought it was appropriate. I'm wearing the Trek hoodie, so just in case if you guys don't follow my channel, I've rode Trek bikes for years, so I'm not just some Trek hater. I'm a guy that's rode Trek bikes. Now I'm riding Polygon bikes. Let's point out the differences between these two, and you guys will hopefully know by the end of this why I'm so stoked on my Polygon bikes right now. All right, so Polygon Siskiu T9 in the back right there, $2,700. The Trek Fuel EX7 right here, $3,200. So let's look at the difference top to bottom between these two bikes. So one thing that some of you guys might be aware of, and one thing you guys might point out, is you do get the frame storage on the Trek Fuel EX. So that's something that's kind of cool if you like that kind of stuff. Also, you get the flip chips down there on the bottom and the MinoLink flip chip on the back as well, so you can adjust the geometry a bit on the Fuel EX7. But other than that, they're both aluminum frames on both of them. On the Trek Fuel EX7, the drivetrain you got is the SLS X cranks, XT derailleur, Dior cassette, Dior chain, and SLX shifter. On the Polygon back there, you got the XT cranks, XT shifter, XT derailleur, Dior cassette, XT shifter. So a little bit better drivetrain on the Polygon. On the rear shock on the Polygon, you got the Fox Float X, so you get that piggyback on there, versus the Fuel EX, you get no piggyback with the Fox Float Evol, so definitely a downgrade on the rear shock right there. On the forks on these bikes, you got the Fox 36 Performance Elite, everything you could possibly need out of a fork, versus the RockShox RL 35 Gold on the Fuel EX7 right here, that you're probably going to want to upgrade, especially if you start riding this thing a little bit too hard. On the Fuel EX7, for the tires, comes with the Bontrager XR5 tires. On the Polygon back there, comes with the Maxxis Assegai tires. So you pick which ones you think are better. Probably the Maxxis is what most people would say are better for the tires. On the brakes, you do have TRP brakes on this bike right here, even though on the website it'll say that it comes with the Shimano M4100s. You got the TRP brakes. However, these are the TRP Slate brakes on here versus the TRP DHR Evos that come on the Polygon. So Polygon once again winning, definitely a better set of brakes on that. Now for the handlebars and stem, kind of got your OEM spec like Entity bars, stem, grip. This one I've upgraded the grips on this. Other than that, it's a Trek bike, so it's going to come with the Bontrager bars, the Bontrager stem. They both come with the Trans X droppers on here, so for that you could call that kind of like a wash. For the saddle on the Fuel EX7, it's going to come stock with this Bontrager Arvada saddle they're just really uncomfortable and not a good saddle. For the saddle on the Polygon, it comes with that WTB Volt saddle, so just so much better. Look at the padding on that versus the padding on that. This is just your stock OEM saddle, something you're going to end up getting rid of for sure. Color, I think that green color is super sleek on the Polygon. So for looks, I would definitely give the looks to the Polygon. There is one thing I'll point out real quick, just looking at these, because I want to keep this side-by-side comparison honest. The Bontrager wheels, I've always been happy with the wheels that come on these Bontrager bikes. So these are the Line Comp 30s. Good set of wheels, nice and light. That's the thing about these wheels. On the Polygon, I will say that the wheels on these Polygon bikes are pretty heavy, especially because they come with tubes in them. They don't come tubeless, versus the EX7, when you buy that from the bike shop, they're going to convert it to tubeless right there when you get it. I could start pointing out silly things like the fact that the Polygon comes with a set of pedals versus the Trek that's going to come with no pedals, but these pedals are really just kind of holdovers, something that's going to be good enough until you pick the type of pedals that you really want. Although they did have pretty good grip on my way downhill, so I wasn't unhappy with the pedals. Woo! Check out that T9 link I got in the description if you guys want to find out more about this Polygon bike behind me. These bikes are sent to me by Bikes Online, but I'm not all about selling you guys bikes. This is just an average rider like you, giving honest reviews and trying to help you not waste your money buying those expensive bikes. If you guys want to know anything more, leave a comment down below. I'm always in there answering questions. I have to go up and down, set up the tripod. So much goes into filming these videos, you guys. So much. It's hard to describe. Smash that subscribe button if you feel me.